Man, these kooks are all over. Look at that. I don't know if the camera really does it justice. Hi, Abby. Hi, Belle Belle. The girls have come outside. What you doing, honey? Abby didn't want to come out?
No, she's laying down.
Hi.
She looks so comfortable.
Are you okay? Yeah, we've been sleeping all day. Man, we got so many cucumbers, we don't know what to do with them. More. Some over here. Yeah, that's a nice little bunch. And we can cut these into cucumber slices and make refrigerator cookies. Cookies. I wish. You know, I have cookies on the brain. Make cucumber chips. Refrigerator cucumbers. We're gonna juice these.
Okay, quick note. The audio didn't come through clearly while I was filming, thanks to the sound of the juicer, so I'm going to talk you through this part with a voiceover. Now, when cutting up your cucumbers and apples, the size of your pieces will depend on the juicer you're using. Since mine has a smaller opening, I need to cut the apple into pieces small enough to fit comfortably through the chute. One of these days, I'd love to upgrade to one of those juicers with a large hopper. I've seen models that can handle a whole apple, or at least much larger pieces, without all this cutting. Not only would that save time, but considering my knife skills leave a little something to be desired, it might save a finger or two as well. Until then, I'll keep cutting everything into manageable pieces and taking my time, because we want the apple going into the juicer, not part of me. Now, if you're adding kale or another leafy green, try rolling the leaves into a tight bundle before placing them in the chute. Then, follow them with something firm and juicy, such as a piece of cucumber or apple. That will help push the greens through and allow the juicer to extract more from them. The same idea works with softer fruits, such as berries. Add the berries first, and then follow them with a firmer piece of fruit or vegetable. The harder produce will help push those softer ingredients through the juicer, so more of that delicious fruit ends up in your glass, and less gets left behind inside the machine. Now, every so often, if juicing a lot, you may want to stop your machine and clean out any excess pulp buildup to keep your machine juicing properly. Whenever possible, we like to use organic produce for juicing. After all, when you're making fresh juice, you're concentrating quite a bit of produce into one glass, so it makes sense to be mindful of how that produce was grown and handled. Organic doesn't necessarily mean completely pesticide-free, but it can help reduce exposure to certain synthetic pesticides. Whether you buy organic or conventionally grown produce, always wash it thoroughly before juicing, especially when you're leaving the peel on. And if you're fortunate enough to grow your own fruits and vegetables, even better. Homegrown produce is often wonderfully fresh, it can taste better, and most importantly, you know exactly what was or wasn't used on it. There's something especially satisfying about turning produce from your own garden into a fresh glass of juice. Now that everything is juiced, I've poured it into glass containers for storage. I prefer glass over plastic because it doesn't absorb odors or flavors. It won't stain as easily, and it gives me a nice, airtight container for keeping the juice fresh. And honestly, there is just something about fresh juice in a glass jar that makes it look better too. Maybe it's all in my head, but if it encourages me to drink it, I'm going with it. Try to fill your container fairly close to the top, while still leaving a little room to close the lid. Less empty space means less air trapped inside with the juice, which can help slow down oxidation and preserve the flavor. Get it into the refrigerator as soon as possible and keep it nice and cold. Fresh juice is always best enjoyed right away, when the flavor is brightest and the nutrients are at their freshest. If you're saving some for later, a good general rule is to drink it within about 24 to 48 hours. Depending on the type of juicer you use and how well the juice is stored, it may last a little longer, but I would rather make smaller batches more often than leave it sitting too long. You may notice the juice separating while it sits, and that's completely normal. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with it. Just give the jar a good shake before drinking, making sure the lid is on first, of course, unless you're in the mood to redecorate the kitchen. And always use your eyes and your nose. If the juice smells fermented, has an unusual fizz, or simply doesn't seem right, don't take a chance on it. One other thing worth mentioning is that juicing removes much of the fiber found in whole fruits and vegetables. Fresh juice can be a wonderful way to add more produce and variety to your diet, but it shouldn't completely replace eating whole fruits and vegetables. And don't forget about all that leftover pulp. Depending on what you've juiced, you may be able to add it to soups, muffins, breads, sauces, or even homemade vegetable broth. If you don't want to cook with it, it can go into the compost pile, so it can eventually help grow something else. Around here, we try not to waste anything we can put to good use. My last little piece of advice is to rinse your juicer as soon as you're finished. Trust me, the pulp is much easier to wash away now than it will be after it has dried on there and decided to become a permanent part of the machine. Before we put our juicer away, let's talk about a few different ways you can change this recipe. That is one of the things I love about juicing. As we go through each juice variation, I'll put a recipe card on the screen for you. Simply pause the video and take a screenshot, or snap a quick photo of the screen with your phone. That way, you'll have the complete recipe handy without needing to write anything down. You can start with cucumber as your base and then adjust the flavor depending on what you have growing in the garden, what you find at the grocery store, or simply what sounds good that day. These measurements don't have to be exact either. Think of them as a starting point. You can always add more apple for sweetness, more lime or lemon for tartness, or more cucumber if you want something light and refreshing. Cucumber, pineapple, and lime. For a sweeter, more tropical version, try 1 large cucumber, 2 cups of fresh pineapple, 1 lime, a small piece of ginger if you like. This one is bright, sweet, and refreshing. Pineapple has plenty of natural sweetness, so you probably won't need an apple. The lime keeps it from becoming overly sweet, and the ginger adds a little warmth at the end. Just go easy with the ginger the first time you make it. A small piece can become a very big personality once it goes through the juicer, and suddenly, ginger is running the entire show. Cucumber green juice. For a greener version, try 1 large cucumber, 1 green apple, 2 or 3 kale leaves, 2 celery stalks, half a lemon. Roll the kale leaves tightly and follow them with the cucumber, apple, or celery to help push them through the machine. This juice has a stronger garden flavor, but the apple adds enough sweetness to balance the greens. If you're new to green juice, start with 1 or 2 kale leaves. You can always work your way up from there. There is no prize for making your first glass taste like freshly mowed grass. Cucumber, watermelon, and mint. For a wonderful summertime juice, use 1 large cucumber, about 3 cups of watermelon, a small handful of fresh mint, half a lime. Watermelon and cucumber both contain a lot of water, so this recipe will make a generous amount of juice. It's light, naturally sweet, and especially refreshing on a hot summer day. The mint can be rolled into a little bundle and followed with a piece of cucumber. Start with just a few leaves because mint can quickly overpower the other flavors. We want a refreshing hint of mint, not cucumber-flavored mouthwash. And remember to remove the watermelon rind unless you know your particular juicer can safely handle it and you have washed it thoroughly. Cucumber, carrot, and orange. For something a little sweeter, try 1 cucumber, 3 or 4 carrots, 2 peeled oranges, a small piece of ginger. This combination has a beautiful color and a naturally sweet, citrusy flavor. Peel the oranges first because the outer rind can make the juice extremely bitter. A little of the white pith is fine, but that brightly colored peel is much better saved for zesting. provided it has been thoroughly washed. Carrots are firm, so alternate them with the softer orange pieces to help everything move through the juicer. Savory garden juice. If you prefer something less sweet, try 1 large cucumber, 2 tomatoes, 2 celery stalks, half a lemon, a small handful of parsley. Once it has been juiced, you can add a pinch of black pepper or a tiny pinch of salt, if that works with your diet. This one is more savory and has an almost garden-fresh tomato drink flavor. You could even add a small piece of jalapeno, but please start small and remove the seeds if you don't want too much heat. You can always add more pepper, but once you've created liquid fire, there is no putting it back. A simple build-your-own formula. You really don't need a formal recipe every time. A simple way to create your own cucumber juice is to choose cucumber as your hydrating base, 1 naturally sweet ingredient, such as apple, pineapple, carrot, watermelon, or pear, 1 tart ingredient, such as lemon or lime, and 1 optional flavor booster, such as ginger, mint, parsley, or a small amount of leafy greens. Start with a little of the stronger ingredients, taste your juice, and adjust from there. Keep track of combinations you especially enjoy, because if you're anything like me, you'll make the perfect juice and then completely forget what you put in it. Just remember that fruits such as apples, pineapple, oranges, and watermelon contain natural sugars. If you need to monitor your sugar intake, use more cucumber and vegetables, add less fruit, and speak with your healthcare provider about what is appropriate for you. There really is no single right way to make cucumber juice. The best combination is the one you enjoy drinking and will actually make again. And there we have it, fresh cucumber, apple, and lime juice. It's light, refreshing, and several recipes to provide you with a simple way to use some of that garden produce when the cucumbers start coming in faster than you know what to do with them. If you enjoyed spending a little time in the kitchen with me today, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Buckeye Bloomstead, and let me know in the comments what ingredients you like to add to your cucumber juice. Until next time, remember to grow, create, and thrive, and leave a little more kindness behind than you found. See you next time right here on Buckeye Bloomstead.